Thank you very much, Chairman. And the proposals here today are quite shocking, to be quite honest with you, Minister. Some of these generators, as far as I can see, are going to be run on fossil fuels. And apparently railroading all planning guidelines, waiving pre-legislative scrutiny, and guillotining the debate. All these, the most important values in any democracy. Give the people the right to speak. The opportunities that this country has is phenomenal. We're surrounded by sea. We're surrounded by wind. We have fabulous opportunities with the floating LNG terminal off of Cork. Strong possibility put before you, and obviously you have loads of them put before you. Today we had a company inside in the AV room talking about Megmel, talking about the same, more or less the same, a floating LNG terminal. A briefing today. All the experts that came in, the few that did come in, had the honesty to come in, and I appreciate that. That wouldn't agree with them. Not one of them. They were able to take their answers apart quite clearly. Even most of them were giving questions out of telephones or whatever. But still, I appreciate that they did come in, because that's what we need to have a very strong debate going forward. We are totally dependent in this country on the UK for fuel, on the UK for gas, frack gas, I think, even if we're being honest about it. But of course, that won't be said. We could have our own clean LNG gas here, and you've refused continuously to make moves on that. But instead you'll bring in generators, some kind of wild idea, generators ran by fossil fuels, going ahead. We've had little opportunity down through the years to I suppose, invest in the future. I was in Northern Ireland recently. I see so many farms with solar bees on their roofs, and it's quite a success there in the UK. Why haven't we gone down that road ourselves? But unfortunately, we left ourselves running behind. There is talks now that you're going to pour ready mix into the pipes in Kinsale. That's an astonishing situation that we find ourselves in. And if that's the case, it will be an absolute disaster for this country, continuous to many more disastrous moves you made. So, look, you haven't looked at the data centres, really. There's a possibility there. Like Deputy O'Donoghue said, Moffat in Scotland, anything. Just one thing to go wrong there, and to seize this country's operation. We can look at Barry Rowe. We have to look at these things going forward, because we're importing everything, and we're quite happy here. There's a lot of deputies in here shouting and roaring, and they knowing that's going on, but they're willing not to open their mouth about that. But when we decided to try and see, can we source our own little bit of fuel to make sure that we're energy independent? There isn't a word about that, not at all. So what we'll now have is a whole load of generators set up all over the place, ran on diesel engines. Well, you know what? The man that mentioned the white coats was talking right here in the Dáil a while ago. Thank you.